GIF, it's Friday, November 15th. This is It Happened Today in History. I hope you like my little tidbits. I like doing them. Wish more people would watch the entire thing, but it is what it is. Anyways, let's get started. In 1867, the first stock ticker debuts. Now, for those of you who don't know what it was a little machine that printed paper with all of the stocks on it. Gives information, so you didn't have to be at the exchange, you could be at your office. And it really made a big deal. This was in 1867 that this started, which now you could just do it by getting on the internet and taking a look at things. In 1806, Zebulon Pike spots an opposing mountain. It was on his second trip into the wilderness when he came upon what later became known as Pike's Peak. In 2001, Microsoft releases Xbox gaming console. What a neat thing that was at the time. Still continues to get people's attention playing games. In the American Revolution, let's see. No, we did that one. After 16 months of debate, the Continental Congress, sitting in its temporary capital of York, Pennsylvania, agrees to adopt the Articles of Confederation and Perpetual Union on November 15th, 1777. However, it was not until March 1st of 1781 that the last 13 states, Maryland, would be ratified to the agreement. In 1783, John Hanson, the first president of the Continental Congress under the Articles of Confederation, dies in his home state of Maryland. Hanson is sometimes called the first president of the United States, but this is a misnomer, since the presidency did not exist until the executive position separate from Congress that didn't read right. Since the presidency did not exist as an executive position separate from Congress, there we go, until the Federation Constitution created the role upon its ratification in 1789. Then, in 1957, during the Cold War, in a long, rambling interview with an American reporter, Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev claims that the Soviet Union has missile superiority over the United States and challenges America to a missile shooting match to prove his assertion. In the interview, further fueled fears in the United States that the nation was falling perilously behind the Soviets in arms race. The interview elicited the usual mix of boastful belligerence and calls for peaceful coexistence in the West that was characteristic of Khrushchev's public statements during the late 1950s. He bragged about Soviet missile superiority, claiming the United States did not have intercontinental ballistic rockets. If she had, the Russian leader sneered, she would have launched her own Sputnik. He then issued a challenge: let's have a peaceful rocket contest, just like a rifle shooting match. Then they'll see for themselves. It was all the rhetoric during the Cold War, back and forth. And then we have in 1965 at the Bonneville State Salt Flats in Utah, a 28-year-old Californian, Craig Breedlove, sets a new land speed record, 600.601 miles an hour in his car, the Spirit of America, which at that time cost $250,000 and was powered by a surplus engine from a Navy jet. And then in 1943, Heinrich Himmler makes public order that the Romanian people, often referred to as gypsies, are to be put on the same level as Jews and placed in concentration camps. Let's see. In 1923, Mamie Snow, a mentally disabled white woman from Waukegan, Illinois, I hope I pronounced that right, claims that James Montgomery, a black veteran and factory worker, raped her. Montgomery was promptly thrown in jail and after a 24-hour trial, spent more than 25 years before his conviction was overturned, in that upon reflection by his own attorneys he hired after the fact, they found that she lied. Not only did he not rape her, she was a virgin. Let's see, what do we got left? In art and literature, 1956, Elvis makes the movie Love Me Tender. Loved his music. Great, funny movies. In Civil War in 1864, Union General Sherman's Scorched Earth March to the Sea begins. In 1984, baby Faye, infant who received a baboon's heart, dies. In Presidents, 1977, President Carter hosts Shah of Iran. In World War I, 1917, George Clemenceau, I hope, named as French Prime Minister. And there we have it. It's Friday. That's the end. End of the week. Weekend's coming. Yay. Hope you all have a good day. See you tomorrow.